Guys, what is up? Unsportsmanlike conduct with Gab and Bree, and we're doing something a little different today. We are watching the Celtics beat the Bucks. That's what we're doing.
Let's hope that's what we're doing.
Not by more than 5, I'll tell you that.
Let's hope that is what we're doing.
Welcome
to Unsportsmanlike Conduct, special episode with the Boston Celtics taking on the Milwaukee Bucks at the lovely TD Garden, and me on my couch in West Hollywood, California, attempting to not rip my hair out.
It's going to be good. It's going to be great. Even without Marcus Smart, the game will be close. However, I'm feeling a big game for our guy, Mr. Grant Williams. He's going to go off. He's going to go off.
I hope so, because
we need this to go for 5 games.
No Marcus Smart is like a massive, massive loss. And it's obviously on the defensive end too, but like he's a major facilitator on the offensive side. He's almost irreplaceable, almost.
Well, yeah.
And
yeah,
Derek White starting in his place is, I don't know if I like it. I probably would have preferred Grant Williams to start, but I am not the head coach, and probably for good reason. So we'll see how it goes.
We'll talk about some other topics while we watch, just the normal stuff. But our main thing is Boston getting some buckets. And that's the title of this episode.
Also, what's really shitty is so we don't have cable here. We have a direct TV stream. So my stream is always like 2 seconds behind.
So I should not spoil. Okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, maybe we should just I'll just live react to everything and then we'll go from there, I guess.
Well, so far so good, I will say.
I mean, yeah, let's go, Al. Al, mid-range jumpers is Al Horford's bread and butter. He's money.
And saw it. He just he gets a turnover right there, steals the ball. I'm surprised he's putting up this kind of performance right now.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm not even gonna, I mean, off the top of my head, I don't know, but he's mid-30s, I think.
He's 35.
Yeah,
I was going to guess
34.
And he's putting up a better performance in the playoffs than James Harden at 32? James Harden's washed.
Al Horford, not even sneaky. He straight up is the difference maker in these playoffs so far for the Celtics. He had an incredible series against the Nets. He was pretty much the only person that decided to show up in game 1. So, and now, yeah, I mean, if he's doing this at 35 when everybody really wasn't excited that he was being brought back, it's really impressive to see. And this is the exact reason why Brad Stevens brought him back for this. And it's that veteran presence that you need, that I think Jalen and Jason both need, because while they're still,
really
the young
good,
guns
you need that
who are really good. Yeah, you need just somebody like that. And Al is the perfect person, I think, for it.
I will say he's putting up a better postseason performance than LeBron James.
Yeah, hey, he's got that going for him.
He has that going for him because, I mean, even James Harden is.
And Giannis is off to a rough start. Yikes.
I will say, though, Giannis is better than – I'm saying this, and I want this to be known. Giannis is better than Kevin Durant and will have everything better than Kevin Durant by the end of his career. Sorry, Kevin Durant. Big fan of you, but I'm taking Giannis.
Yeah, remember how I said last week that Giannis doesn't scare me as much as Durant scares me? I think I would like to amend that and say
I mean, he's not a scary guy. he's not a scary guy, but he plays basketball very well. So
yeah, like like I said last week, it has nothing to do with me thinking Giannis isn't good, because he is. It's just like the sniper aspect of Kevin Durant. But then I watched Giannis do that alley-oop to himself, and I was like, holy effing shit. This guy is gonna make this week and a half for me just a living nightmare. So
something I didn't understand about some of the Celtics fans over the last game, though, was they started tweeting about Brook Lopez like they acted like he's never played basketball there before. They're like, who is this? How is he scoring all this?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Brook Lopez's entire career, the one thing he's been incredible at is shutting down the Celtics whenever he plays them. And somebody even said to me, like, who the hell is Brook Lopez? They were like, he said something like, he's not like Olajuwon or whatever. I was like, no, but he's the guy that's been kicking your ass in the paint all night. And if you can't figure out how to get around that, then you're screwed. And they obviously can't get it done with the three. At least they couldn't on Sunday, because it looked like nobody could play basketball. It was just incredible. I don't know.
Well, at least Grant out here bullying people now.
Yeah, it's about time. I think looks like Derek White was a little slow to get up, though, after that last play. Oh, good, he's still in. Okay, good. I can't handle any more injuries at this point. Losing Marcus is like losing 3 people.
Honestly, I feel that.
What about?
I know I asked you this.
Yeah.
No, you go. You go ahead.
I was gonna say let's get into a little bit of news while the free throws were going.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I asked you about your draft earlier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I just want to know how you feel. I just want to know.
So I gave you my honest answer before the show. I'm gonna lie to you now. Okay, I'm going to boldface lie to you. I love it.
Tell us that the Patriots are going to be so good. Every person that they drafted, phenomenal. Superstar after superstar after superstar. Yeah. All are going to be Pro Bowlers. Even Mac Jones, number 2, Pro Bowler.
It's great. It's great. The draft was great. Belichick did a great job. I 1,000% love the trading up for a receiver in the second round and taking somebody who maybe is not as good as the receivers taken directly after him by 2 teams that are notorious for having very, very good receivers. So that one was cool. I got over the fact that he potentially reached in the first round for Cole Strange, because it seems as, more and more news comes out about the draft and people's grades on these players and everything. Strange was graded a lot higher than I think we were initially told or led to believe. And it is a position of need. So at the same time, I don't like the fact that that was the first pick, but
his last name's Strange. I think that's very unfortunate about it. I think that would have made it a little bit easier if his last name wasn't Strange.
Yeah. I hand up made a really bad dad joke, and I said, "Yeah, very strange indeed." And you know what?
That's fine. That's a great joke.
Just gonna let it happen. Let's go, indeed. Grant Williams, baby. Gab, you called it.
I told you he's gonna have a good game. I was just feeling it. Bullying Giannis. Here comes the threes. He's gonna go off. Bucks packing the bags.
Okay. So this comment in the chat is my point. If Strange was going to go around 35 to 45, then it wasn't a reach. And I'm glad Belichick got him before anybody else could, because the Patriots are very good at drafting offensive linemen and developing them. Maybe it was a little bit better when Dante Scarnecchia was still with the team and, in a coaching position, I should say, because I still think he influences from the outside a bit. But if that's the case, then I don't hate it. But, I mean, we all know I'm no draft expert based off of my take on drafting Mac Jones last year. So,
I feel like that was a pretty solid take for everybody, though. You're just like, oh, maybe.
Yeah,
but how do you feel about having two Mac Jones? They literally look. How are you going to tell them apart?
Man,
there's numbers on the jerseys because you would see them standing right beside each other, and you'd say twins, 100% twins. They were birthed at the same time, same day, same place.
And then if you look at them in a helmet, both of them in a helmet, they're the same person. You can't tell them apart.
They're 100% the same person.
It's insane. And that being the 4th round pick, I don't like that either. But
yeah,
I totally.
We took a kicker in the 4th round. I kind of liked that pick, though. I like that pick. Everyone's like making fun of the Browns for taking kicker in the 4th round. But I like that pick. We needed a kicker. Our kicker was really, really, really bad. And we got the best kicker in the draft. I don't think we had that many like spaces to fill of need. And I think kicker was one of the main ones. So that's fine.
Who do you think had the best draft?
The Jets had a really good draft.
Yeah, man,
I hate a really good draft.
I hate everything that they did because they did it so well and they made themselves so much better. Yeah, not great.
So the next like team that I think that had a really good draft, and there's like layers to this. So I think the Ravens, both of their picks are really, really good, and they're going to help out their team a lot. And I don't think them trading Hollywood Brown is that significant to their team. I know he went on his little rant, and he was like, I like the organization, but they weren't using me to my best abilities. I'm like, dude, you were 4th in receptions and 5th in drops.
Yeah, okay, I was about to say, also, even when he was targeted, how many times did the ball hit his hands and fall to the ground?
Onto the ground. Now, I'm sure he's going to be better with Kyler.
Yeah.
He was great with Kyler, but I don't think it's going to be like it was playing in the Big 12 with no defense.
Well, he's going to have no choice but to up that production right now with DeAndre Hopkins being out for 6 games.
Out of here.
So, which I hate so much. And
me too.
Because he's one of my favorite players, not on my team. And that's like kind of what prompted me to tweet that like just super generic question yesterday, because like I was genuinely kind of bummed when I saw that. And I'm sure it was because he's always been a very like holistic person when it comes to
like we know his ideas on some things.
Yeah. So maybe it was like a different way to heal that injury that he had last year or what, but like, man, that sucks. And
I think his career is almost done. His career is, I think it's done.
I was just about to say, to me, he's kind of, I think, on his last legs because he's, in terms of age for the position, he's getting a little bit older. The talent is still obviously there. There's no question about it, but I don't know. And it sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah, it does.
For every reason you could think of. Fantasy purposes, if you're a fantasy football guy, if you're a Cardinals fan.
Picking up Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
Get those drops in, girls. Get them in. So.
I don't know.
I do think Hollywood Brown will be better. By better, probably like a little bit with the Cardinals. But I don't think that it's going to harm the Ravens as much as everyone is making it seem to be. I think they're going to
I agree.
Okay. They have the best tight end
that much of
in the NFL.
He wasn't that much of a factor when he played for them. I think losing him is not going to make that much of a difference. Like, I don't.
Also, this game, ridiculous.
This is great. This makes me
I think they've had at least like 5 blocked shots already.
Yeah. Yeah, this makes me feel a lot better about Sunday right now in this present moment, if this is
for sure
what we're getting right now. So, and the fact that Robert Williams is back in the starting lineup playing like significant minutes makes me feel a lot better.
Another thing with Hollywood Brown, it's crazy how no one knew that was happening. No one knew. Like, it was sealed shut. No one knew. 2 seconds later, he walks out on the Cardinals draft stage. Crazy.
Oh.
Did you see that?
That's awkward. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he just showed up.
I mean, I think it was already in the work for a while. They just announced it with that pick. He was there and he literally walked out on the stage with all the fans 5 seconds after.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, yeah, well,
impressive that no one talked about that.
Let's go. He's back. Jaylen Brown is back. What the hell was I just going to say? Oh, the test that Hopkins apparently failed was back in November. So this definitely
has been a thing for a while.
Yeah, it had to have been in the works for quite a bit if that's accurate.
I think even without that happening, they probably still would have done that trade.
Yeah.
But
I think I hope it makes Kyler happy because I don't know what more
I don't think it's
he
going
could possibly want.
Yeah, so you know how we said it's like an Oklahoma thing? It is.
Yeah.
Because you can add in Hollywood Brown to that conversation now.
So are they like that about him too?
I mean, I don't know about him, but I just mean all the attitudes of people that have played at Oklahoma.
Yeah, it must be like an entitlement thing. Lincoln Riley, Trae Young, Baker Mayfield,
Kyler Murray, Hollywood Brown. The list will keep on continuing. It is an Oklahoma ordeal.
Man, Jaylen Brown is on one right now.
The Browns drafted, do you see how many Oklahoma players they drafted? 3.
Oh, really?
They drafted 3 Oklahoma players and 1 Texas Tech. And for some reason, Oklahoma fans are actually convinced that they drafted 3 Oklahoma players and 1 Texas Tech player to troll Baker Mayfield because he went to Texas Tech for 1 year and Oklahoma for 3.
Yeah, that's 1,000% it. We're going to stake our future just to make fun of our former quarterback. That makes 1,000% sense.
Oh, but these people literally can't miss. They literally can't miss.
Are they actually insane?
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
They're insane. I mean, I just don't get it. They said there's no way this man is not doing this purposely to troll. Okay, you think he's going to risk his livelihood and his job to troll
seriously
people that are living in Norman, Oklahoma? No.
My Lord.
Thoughts on the Steelers draft class? I think they wasted their first pick. I think drafting Kenny Pickett, number 1, justice for Malik Willis, was a waste of a time. I know that he is a Pitt guy. He went to Pitt. He was all over probably Southside every weekend, every night. I don't think that's a reason why you should draft him with your number 1 pick. And I hope for my own team's sake it doesn't work out. Sorry, Kenny. I hope you do well, but I hope my team beats you. But I like their George Pickens pick. I wish that my team would have drafted him.
Yeah, I wish my team took him the pick before.
He's a little crazy, though. A little crazy guy.
Yeah, well.
I'm excited for him to play.
Seems like a lot of this draft has a little bit of a crazy side based on the things that Rappaport was putting out there. Also, can these guys stop doing that? This is supposed to be the happiest moment of these guys' lives. Can we stop airing their dirty laundry and shit like that? Okay, I understand that's part of their job as reporters, but when you're doing it, don't announce the pick. Albert Breer tweeted out about the Patriots pick from Arizona State that he's troubled cornerback.
Right.
I think Jack Jones is his name. And he called him Jackie, which if you're not on that level with him, don't do that.
Don't.
But there's no reason to point out that the kid is troubled when you're just announcing the pick. Now, if you want to go into the reporting after that, that's totally fair because that's your job and it's newsworthy information and relevant information. But that's embarrassing. There's no need for that. Just say the Patriots took so-and-so with the whatever pick. And if he has a little bit of a checkered past, then make that be a different thing because the kid doesn't need to go look at the tweets that just announce the pick. Maybe he wants to save one and send it to his grandma or something.
Right.
So annoying.
Right. It was like when they kept talking about Najee on that one. It was like a Monday night broadcast or something, and like, oh, he slept on the floor in college. He slept on the floor in college. Like saying all this stuff.
And it wasn't even true.
He said, "I've never done that."
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, why are you guys saying that?
Oh,
that one was wild.
So obnoxious. There's like, it's just, we need to stop. Like, be better, everybody. It's just unnecessary, and it's kind of mean. These are kids, basically, that you're doing this. You're trying to ruin their lives before they even really get started. And that's that.
AJ Brown.
Huge news that I think propelled the Philadelphia Eagles ahead of the Cowboys in the NFC East. Call me crazy.
I love that take. No, I love that take. I'm so anti-Cowboys. I'm so out with them. I don't care if they win so many games. They're going to choke whatever first playoff game that they're in. I think the Eagles will have a better season too. I might even say Carson Wentz is about to have a better season.
Oh, man. Okay. You're scaring me.
That one was too far, but
you're scaring me.
That one was too far, but I think that they're going to I think they're going to be fine. I did not like Ryan Tannehill's comments today. No, I get that Malik Willis is coming in to compete with you, but you are a veteran guy, and if you want to be a veteran guy and have your locker room, you can't treat people like that.
That to me feels like he can read the writing on the wall, that he's got to figure it out and get over the playoff hump that they're stuck in, or he's out. The replacement's right there.
It was giving very much Baker Mayfield.
And it also, like, I understand and I agree to him to a point that, like, the starting quarterback's job isn't necessarily to mentor the younger guys, but, like, if you're the leader of the team, which the quarterback is,
you should be. Yeah.
You're like, regardless if you want to be or not, like, that's your position. You are thrust into that. You mentor in like some aspects. If you're a bad leader, just say that. Like, at that point, like,
well, I just think he's a little scared. I think it's not even being a bad leader. He just knows that he could lose his job, maybe potentially. I don't think it'll happen, but he's going to be a bit of a competition to him. I don't know. I feel like, as a leader, that's just not the vibe that I'm looking for.
Yeah. I don't like that. I would prefer I would prefer him to just at least say, like, yeah, like, he's going to be my backup. I'm going to teach him the ropes, and that's that. Like, at least acknowledge your, like, dominance, but still say, like, hey.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe just be a little more accepting of him coming in there. I don't know. I'm surprised he fell that far, kind of, but not really. Any quarterback, not really surprised, but I did think Malik was going to go first. But I just didn't think that many quarterbacks would go high at all. Actually, didn't. Yeah. The quarterback class is kind of weak.
Did Robert Williams literally just knock himself out against the base of the basket? What is going? Okay, good. He's up. Okay. He looked like he was dead down there. Holy Christmas.
Yeah, they're playing a little out of control. Both sides.
Yeah.
A little aggressive, a little bit shove, which I guess you can't do in the playoffs because Draymond Green got ejected.
So, okay, what did he get ejected for? I wasn't home when that happened.
So someone like went up for a shot. Maybe he kind of pulled him down a little bit. It should have been a flagrant one. I would say flagrant one would suffice what happened, but the ejection was a bit too far. And then the next night you have Jay Crowder do something significantly worse.
Yeah.
And he stays in the game.
Also, I watched the Suns game last night. I saw what Jay Crowder did. Giannis did the same exact thing to Robert Williams the game before. The same exact thing. His leg flew and hit him in the jewels. He didn't get called for anything. The NBA's officiating has always driven me insane, but, like, come on.
Did you see his exit, though? Draymond's exit?
No, I didn't.
He looked like okay, so Antonio Brown's little
Oh yeah.
it was literally that, but uniform still on. He
Classic.
waved at the crowd, ran around, high-fived everybody, and ran out of there. And then he had a podcast episode up the next day, which respect.
Did he? Good for him.
Mm-hmm. And then right when Jay Crowder did that, he said, been ejected for less, put a laughing emoji.
I saw those tweets, yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I think that series is going to be pretty interesting. I think it's going to be really fun to watch. Warriors have some beef now, so.
Yeah, this is also something, it relates to the series, but not like in a basketball sense. I've seen a lot of people talk shit about Ja's dad and compare him to like LeVar Ball and everything like that. Like, he is literally doing absolutely nothing but sitting courtside, having a good time, and supporting his son. What could you possibly be angry about? He's having
could be like anybody else sitting there,
Yeah.
And they would not get that kind of coverage and hate.
I don't understand why we as a society need to find a problem with everything. Just enjoy something for once. That's all I'm asking.
Fun. Everybody hates fun. If someone's having a good time, someone's going to have a problem with it. They hate seeing people have fun for some reason. I don't know why, but I guess it's just a big deal to everybody. It's like the celebrations are a big deal to everybody. I don't know.
I don't get it.
He's not harming anybody.
He's not doing a thing. He's sitting there having fun, taking in some basketball, having a couple drinks, watching his boy. Like,
he's making so many friends.
He's sitting with Usher. Like, they're doing jokes because they look alike. Like, I can't imagine anybody literally having a problem with this, actually getting angry over this. Like, the fake anger about fun stuff. Shut up.
If you're mad your kid's not in the NBA, just say that.
Yeah, like,
have better genes.
Jealousy.
Train them a little better. I don't know.
Jeez,
do something.
I don't know. But that being said, I hope the Grizzlies go as far as they possibly can, because they already have knocked out the Timberwolves, and the future after this year, it's like 100% like final. Future co-owner is Alex Rodriguez. We all know how I feel about Alex Rodriguez. When he loses, I win. So shout out to the Grizzlies for that.
Oh my God.
And yeah, I just want to see more like Ja and his dad. I think it's a really cool little side story to the playoffs. And it's fun. I'm having fun with it.
I don't understand why they hate family like supporting them. And everybody wants to be supported for what they do.
If you're going to be grumpy about it, like, don't watch because you're ruining it. And that's it.
Right. Don't watch.
What else? Hockey playoffs kicked off yesterday.
I'm so out of hockey. I wish I could do it. I've tried so hard. Can't even name half the teams.
After the first Carolina Hurricanes goal yesterday, I yelled the F word so loud that I had to close all of the windows in my apartment, balcony door and everything, because my apartment's very close to the next one, so everybody can hear everything.
It's gonna get ugly.
I didn't want to subject everybody to that one. So that's how that went. So it's gonna be fun. This week is gonna be great. So if I'm not actually physically present for the show next week, it's because the sports have finally killed me. So.
Yeah. So what happened in the game? Again, clueless, don't know.
Okay.
Do not watch hockey.
I'll give a very generic breakdown of everything that happened. Super easy to understand. So, first period, pretty even. Both teams played pretty even. Played great. It's mostly kind of like trying to find their footing kind of thing. Bruins started off really hot, got a lot of good shots off, couple close calls, and it was scoreless after one. Second period, pretty much the same thing to start. And then as it went on, the Hurricanes had a little bit more momentum, a little bit more chances. And I step away from the TV for not even 10 seconds.
And
I come back. Come back and they scored. And I went, fuck. and I closed everything. And after that, it just went all downhill. Bruins, it was 2-0.
What was the end?
5-1.
The end result.
So,
gotcha.
Not great. Nothing really you can do about it. We're on to tomorrow, I guess.
They're literally shooting so well. Every time I look, I've been watching every shot. Every time I look, they make it.
Peyton!
Every time I look, they make it.
I'm also
crazy.
We're dog sitting. We're dog sitting for the next 2 weeks, and every time I yell,
this poor little baby gets so scared. Oh my god!
She gets so scared. Say hi. Say
hello. Whose dog? What's the name?
It's one of my boyfriend's old coworkers that he like babysits the dog all the time because he loves this thing more than anything, more than me, I think.
Love
that. Her name is Twiggy. She is, I think she's like 12. All she does is sleep, and she's the greatest dog to babysit ever. But I keep waking her up when I yell at the TV, and I feel bad. She's just, every time it happens, she like jumps, and then she looks at me like, what the hell are you again doing? Yeah. So, but yeah, she's a good sport. She's pissed now. I embarrassed her, I think.
Seattle said that they are not pursuing Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, who's this? I saw that they, what the hell did I see? Mina Kimes posted that they signed an undrafted free agent who's shorter than Russ. Is that accurate? A quarterback? What? Sure. That was the whole.
They said
that was the whole problem to begin with.
Right, and then they would say Baker Mayfield, who's also not the tallest. So they said no Baker Mayfield. Maybe they're lying. Let's hope that they're lying.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Also, what happened with the Panthers thing? I saw that they hit like a massive like stalemate, and then that's why they ended up taking Corral.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to pay for a rental quarterback?
I agree. But like that tweet I sent you, that it was moving really fast in the right direction, and then
they said
all
no
of a sudden,
way.
I wonder what happened. That's probably also the Browns said that they were willing to pay
some salary. Yeah,
I think I saw like $10 million or something. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what is going to happen, how it's going to go down.
Maybe 8.5 is still too much for a rental, I guess. Like that's the only thing I can think of. But that's
like, what is he going to do? What is he actually going to do? Is he going to show up?
Girl, your guess is as good as mine.
They already didn't post him happy birthday. They already didn't post about him at the draft. And they seem to be
he's still under contract. So like, is he going to show up to minicamp? What
happens up? What do you do? Oh, hey, Baker, how are you?
At that point, you might just have to cut your losses and say, hey, sorry, buddy, you're out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It would be better to cut him than to have him walk around and they're causing chaos.
Yeah, because I think at that point, that would be really not great for the team. You really brought in Watson, and like your whole expectation is it's going to be a fresh start at the position again, and now you have this guy just like wandering around.
Yeah, not ideal.
I just I don't know. But I thought for sure once I saw that report about the Panthers that was it. It was going to happen, and it was just going to be over with. And then
they lied and they fooled me. I said, okay, time for tequila.
After that, like after it fell through, I genuinely am back to the position I was in a couple weeks ago, where the fact that he hasn't been moved and nothing is happening is such a terrible sign for him. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what he's going to do.
I think another scenario that could happen, maybe they just keep him on the roster which probably won't happen, But if it did, a team's quarterback gets injured, a team that's not necessarily like in full tank mode.
Yeah.
And then maybe he could go there and like help out, but like who still then would want him?
Man, I don't know.
I don't know.
And that's the thing too. Like if he's at the point where if he wants to play again, he's got to hope somebody gets hurt so he has another opportunity. Like you're done.
Who do you think finishes as the Steelers starting quarterback by the end of the season?
Interesting.
I mean, you have 3 options. So
I saw the report that there's a good shot that Pickett starts. And I do think he's better than Trubisky, just based on what I saw in college. Like, I would prefer to give him the shot rather than roll Mitch out there and hope for the best.
I would say I think Mitch is going to finish the season.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to put Kenny Pickett out there and he's going to be okay.
How many games do they win then? I don't think they're going to do the Tomlin special where they have a winning record by 1 game. Like, I don't think that's going to happen at this year.
I could see like 8 games from this team.
I don't know, because everything about them is still good. The offense is still good, quarterback aside. It's a little bit of a
quarterback is the issue, and no matter at what level, they're all pretty much like bottom tier,
average.
The same. I'd say below still even, good. Yeah.
I don't know.
Defense very good.
11. That's wishful thinking.
I like don't doubt Mike Tomlin, but at the same time, I'm gonna go with 8.
I'm thinking like 6.
I like that. I like to hear that. I'm gonna go with 8. That's my final answer.
I think the streak is over for Tomlin of having winning seasons. I think this is the one that, unless barring any changes, maybe we have that jersey swap of Baker Mayfield in a Steelers jersey.
Oh my God! If he would play for that team,
maybe Hal freezes over and it happens. Who knows?
I would like to see it. I would like to see Myles Garrett line up on the other side of him twice a year. It'd be like Mason Rudolph minus the helmet.
Just for the chaos. I know both sides, both of you guys don't like each other.
Both of us don't like him, so that makes it even better.
Exactly. I think it would be so entertaining as an outside person to watch all of you guys just go at it.
There'd be fist fights on the field after that.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I
think so.
Baker Mayfield would be doing a Miles Straw. 100%. That'd be crazy.
Just based on the replies to that jersey swap alone, I know Steelers fans, like, they can't think of anything worse.
No.
I want it so bad.
They cannot. Yeah, that would be really something. That'd be must-see TV. You'd have to put that'd be a primetime game both times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Mitch going to be starter by the end of the season. If it's somehow Mason Rudolph, Steelers fans, I'm sorry.
That's a bad spot.
Yeah, I think that they should not have went quarterback.
I'd be content with not watching Mason Rudolph play football ever again.
Same. Yeah, same.
Not good.
I don't think that they should have went with Kenny Pickett QB. I think that they should have just maybe waited till the next draft because the quarterbacks are significantly better. Maybe like CJ Stroud. I don't know.
So out of the quarterbacks that were drafted, who do you think has the better season? First of all, who do you think is going to play?
Do any of them play is the first question. Do any of the quarterbacks in this draft class play? Kenny Pickett will play. I don't know how much. Don't think Malik really will because we already saw what's going on. Fit with the media.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Matt Corral probably will play, right?
I mean, I feel like Sam Darnold is on the shortest of leashes. to the point where he has one bad game to start the year, corrals in.
I feel like it's going to be a back and forth of those two going in and out all season, and it's going to be still kind of bad. Like what happened this year for them. Like how they did that short little Cam Newton bit for a second.
Yeah, the project, I feel like the Cam Newton project is over. He's done.
No, yeah, it's 100%. He should start being a coach because the event that I was at this weekend, he was coaching his team. He was really good with them. I mean,
he does really well with those 7-on-7 teams. Really well.
He was really good with them. Everything he did with them, really impressive. And I think he'd be a really good coach. I mean, that'd be a cool person to have coaching you, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as he doesn't get in screaming matches with players like he did last year or the year, whatever. It's a little odd.
Mm-hmm. But I think you would make a good coach. Also at that event, I did some interviews with some people, and the funniest one, Jameis Winston. I said, who's going to be the best rookie of this draft class? And he said Chris Olave, but he does not know how to pronounce his last name.
Oh, no. What did he say? Did you call him Olive?
Olave.
Olave.
I didn't even think he said it like that. He said, I don't know what he said, but he did not say Olave. But I knew what he meant, so I said, yeah, for sure. No, he was so nice, though. He was funny.
Oh, man. What the hell was I going to say? Oh, yeah. In terms of first-round wide receivers, can I just say how glad I am that Olave and Jameson Williams are in the NFC? So glad.
Right.
Get them away from me.
No room over here.
The fact that the Chiefs took Sky Moore, I don't even like. Like, if those guys were in the AFC, I would sit here, unless they were on the Patriots, but we all knew that wasn't going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I would sit here and say, oh my God, I don't know how my team's defense is going to stack up. And I still feel that way, but a little bit less because of those guys being elsewhere. But I don't know. Also, speaking of the draft still, did you watch the second round when they had different people and celebrities come up and do the announcing of the pick and everything?
A little bit.
Okay.
Which
so
one?
there was the one where it was the two younger, they looked like TikTok guys, and they did the standing on the shoulders with a long trench coat. At what point do we say this is enough? There's that that's embarrassing. If I was the kid that got picked and that was how my pick was announced for the greatest moment of my life so far, because two TikTok bros did a joke and a Little Rascals bit or whatever, I would be pissed. That stinks. I'd rather just the boring old Roger Goodell saying, hey, with the whatever pick of the second round, blah, 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 this guy got picked to go here, and not, I don't know. I think
some of the things would even
it was a little much. Also, Chris Angel, why? I didn't even know he was still alive, to be honest.
That's why. Vegas.
Do you think he actually, do you think that was a legitimate straitjacket? You think that was a real thing? Second part to that question. Do you think that was actually him that did it? Because not once did I actually see his face.
Who's to really say?
Maybe that's the magic of it. I don't know.
Maybe that is.
Maybe. He scares me, though. Him, David Blaine, all those magician guys that... I don't know. That's scary. Scary stuff. And he was spinning like crazy. How did he not throw up? Or whoever it was, how did they not throw up?
Oh, the lightning. Oh, my God. It's about to storm so bad here.
Really? I
don't know if you can hear that, but the thunder is so loud.
Oh, I heard that. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
I wish we got thunderstorms here.
I don't really think there's that many storms. I haven't had that many storms since being here, but I do not like what it's looking like outside, nor do I like the sounds. It's a good thing they postponed the game till... Oh, no.
Oh, God,
he just hit his head
don't tell me.
Hard.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me who. Oh, Grant, no.
He's up.
No. That's an offensive foul, though.
He's up, and he's walking around. Oh, ouch.
Oh, his poor face.
Stop showing it. I hate. Oh, ow.
Oh no.
Check the radar.
Ow.
I'm scared of weather. Oh, okay. I don't like what it says. Severe thunderstorm warning and tornado watch. You're joking. I'm so high up here.
Uh-oh. Go to the basement.
It's so far. I don't think it's for where I'm at, current location. So oh my God, this is so cute. This is so cute. Let me pull this. I'm gonna show the photo to the screen because it's so cute. Oh, it's so bad outside. Okay. Everything is chaos right now. So our GM, Andrew Barry, his wife just posted this photo, and his first ever draft, she was super pregnant last year. Super pregnant, almost delivered on the night of the draft. And this is the 1 year transformation of little draft baby. I don't know if you can see this.
Does he have a helmet on? Or is he in a helmet?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out Andrew Barry, best GM. But
what is happening right now?
Yeah.
Man, Al Warford, dude.
This game is crazier than I expected.
I'm glad that it's going this well for them so far, because if you could have seen me Sunday,
I would have been so stressed.
Oh my God. I was sitting there like this pretty much the entire time. So I'm really glad that I'm not doing that now, because I think that would have been a little embarrassing for people to watch. So
I was really surprised. I was watching the game. So I went on a little alcohol cleanse.
Okay.
And I celebrated my cleanse on Sunday with espresso martinis. I will say I was in a state watching that game.
Yeah, I was hungover because I went to a concert the night before, so I was trying to amend that with one Blue Moon. That's all I drank throughout that entire game, mostly because I was so stressed that I couldn't consume anything. And at that point, and I'm sure everybody in the chat has been at that point where you watch your team play and they collectively have a really bad game, and you just think to yourself all right, another beer, ready to go, pop it open, just gonna drink that one away. I couldn't even do that. I was in no mood to even look at a beer. I was like, yeah, these guys.
I'm checked out of that one.
I could have played better in the state that I'm in right now, and that's bad. So this is great. I'm loving this. This is so much better.
Oh yeah, this is for sure way better.
What the hell is?
I have another team in the draft that I liked, the Lions. I'm so excited for them. I want them to do so well. I want them to win some games.
Yeah, I think they improved a lot. And if it's true that Jameson Williams should be good to go by training camp and stuff,
great for them.
I think they're going to be in a lot better shape than they were last year, the year before that. As long as Jared.
I have a hot take. I have a hot take. It's not really that hot. I mean, it could be to some people. Some people thought it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever said, but it's a selected group that thinks that. So my hot take is Jared Goff is so much better than Baker Mayfield in every single way. I would take Jared Goff over Baker Mayfield every single day.
Okay. Why?
How do you feel about that?
Would
you take Baker Mayfield? Would you take Baker Mayfield?
No. I also don't know if I would want Jared Goff either.
Well, those were the only two options presented to you.
I think I would take Goff. Okay, I see where you're coming from. Just looking at what I know and what strictly like an eye test thing, what I've seen, I think Jared Goff is a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm going Jared Goff every time.
I think a lot of that is a product of like where he was and the team he had around him, but you can only play with who you play with, I guess. And I've watched enough Baker Mayfield as a non-Cleveland Browns fan to just be totally out on that since his rookie year, which I thought was like, okay, he's going to be the guy that we all think he's going to be. And then
see ya.
After that, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, that's probably aside from like your Carson Wentz affinity, that's probably
I think he's not that bad.
Oh man, I think he stinks.
I think he's better than Baker, though.
I think the Commanders are going to be in rough shape this year.
I mean, I'm sure they're not going to be the best, but
rough shape.
I'm sure they could be better than what they're going to be.
Yeah. Well, who's going to be worse? The Commanders, or let me think of a team that has made some moves that potentially could not suck as bad. The Texans. The Texans still have Davis Mills as their quarterback.
100% the Texans are going to be worse.
They had a pretty good draft, though. They locked up Brandon Cooks. Like,
I'm going Texans.
Interesting. Baker's not better than Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is a really crappy human being, but as a football player alone, he is a better football player than Baker Mayfield. I don't want to hear that ever again. That's the worst thing in the world.
It's not even comparable.
Oh my gosh. Yikes.
It's not even comparable.
Okay.
So
that's that. I don't know how to move on from that one. Let's talk baseball. The worst team in the world is the Boston Red Sox, and the Yankees
I wouldn't go that far. I might say the Guardians.
Or the Reds. The Reds are really bad.
Okay, the Reds are absolutely terrible. Actually, let's talk about the Reds.
We need to free Joey Votto. I know he's been there his entire career, and he's somebody that's never going to leave, but get him out of there.
Now I see why he's making all the TikToks.
He's lost his mind.
Because
he has lost his ever-loving mind.
They went, I don't even know.
He's lost.
They went like 9. I don't even know if this is true. Someone said this, and I'm just assuming it is. They went 90-some innings without winning.
So bad.
So
I don't even know if it's true either, but like it sounds so believable for the Cincinnati Reds that I'm gonna say it's like 4.
3.
I don't know.
The last time I looked, they were 3-13, and that was a few days ago. So if they've won some since then, I'm sorry, but they're still not very good.
I mean, they're not. The Boston Red Sox are not good. The Guardians may not be good either.
Better than the Reds. We're better than the Reds.
And the fact that the Yankees are the Yankees right now, like they're doing.
It's so annoying.
I will say the good thing about that is they're doing their typical like early season hot streak thing that's going to crumble in the summer, and then they're going to have to make it all back up in like the October push and whatever. So like par for the course right now, but it just, with the Red Sox struggling the way they are, it freaking sucks to see.
What's your record right now?
Everything about it. Like a lot to a little, like in terms of losses. I think, to be honest, I don't even know. I've gotten to the point where I am putting all my time and energy.
9-14.
Yeah, like not great.
9-14. We are 10-12, so that's a little bit better.
Hey, congratulations!
A few days ago, it was not. We literally won like 4 games in a row by like 20-0, and then we got our ass kicked for the next 4 days.
I'm just
grand slam after grand slam, home run after home run.
I'm putting all my energy into playoffs right now, like early season baseball. Imagine getting upset over that when all of this is happening. No, not going to be me. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just going to be a rough season. This is why I wish there were less games, so there were less times I would be disappointed.
Who is this person in the chat right now with just like all these terrible takes? The Guardians is it. They should not have stayed the Indians. Changing from the Indians was the right move. It's insensitive. That's why they changed.
Was Guardians the right choice of name?
No, Spiders would have been so much cooler.
Spiders was kind of sick, but the change was needed.
Spiders actually would have been dope, and I think they could have done so much more with that as a brand in terms of logos and stuff.
Yeah, that would have been really cool.
Guardians
if we want to talk about the Reds again real quick to Cincinnati, just know that all of my sports teams that play against you, all of them that have played against you this year have beaten you. So just keep that in mind when you talk shit next time.
There you go.
You have 4 losses, all to Cleveland, across football and baseball. So.
All right. 20-point lead. A minute and a half left. This is great.
This is crazy.
Offensive foul, too. See? This is what I'm talking about. I'm recanting what I said at the beginning of the show. Giannis does not scare me. He's not.
Today.
I don't know what's going on? Today, he doesn't. I don't.
You know who annoys me, though?
I'm not backing down today.
You know who annoys me out on the floor right now?
Pat Connaughton. Grayson Allen.
Yeah,
I really forgot that he was on this team, and then I saw his face on Sunday, and I was like, what the F is this guy doing here?
Yeah. Grayson Allen, man. What a guy.
Ooh, Jaylen Brown cooking him. He looks like a completely different person from 2 days ago. All right, this actually timed out perfectly, though, because our show is essentially done, and the first half is done.
We're going into the half. Oh, that's so sad. I had a free, I'm such a dummy. I had a free DFS, basketball lineup, which is perfect for what we should say next. A free DFS basketball lineup, and I forgot to take Marcus Smart out of it. Oh my God.
Shoot.
How stupid.
And that just, it's not like a bet where that just voids out and everything else can.
No, it's just zero. It's
like a typical fantasy thing. Got it.
That's why I can't play fantasy football. I never look, and I never remember to change my things. Ridiculous.
Speaking of daily fantasy, though, provided this game goes and a game 5 is played, which it looks like we should be in good standings for that. What do we have going on next week? We're doing a DFS giveaway.
We're doing a little DFS contest. You guys play against us. We play against you. There's money to be won. It's top people. So look for that. We'll post it on Twitter. We'll post it everywhere. And it's a free contest. So you don't have to spend any money. And you guys can try to beat us, which probably won't.
But good luck. Yeah. And also, if you have not, we still have our jersey contest up on our Twitter page. That ends this Friday, so you still have a couple of days to get in there. Winner gets a free MLB jersey of their choice. So if you have not entered, all the rules and regulations for that are in the tweet. It's at our Unsportsmanlike conduct page on Twitter, which I think is Unsportscond or something like that.
Yep.
But you have a couple more days left, and we are announcing the winner on Friday. So if you want a jersey, go do that.
Better retweet, follow, comment, and we will see you all next Tuesday.
Yep. Go Celtics, baby.